Hello and welcome. We are Jim and Sam, and this is the show where we like to give you our rating first and then talk about the things we did and did not like about the movie we just saw. Today's movie is The Lion King live action version. So what did you guys think? Is it a see it, wait for it, or a pass it if you've seen it? If you haven't seen it, are you excited to see it? We're about to let you know what we thought of it here in 3, 2, 1, wait for it. It is The Lion King. Scene for scene, song for song, shot for shot. Okay, so The Lion King. Let's just jump into the things that we liked about this film. My favorite part of this film, absolutely, is that they have to let you know twice that you're watching The Lion King. Not just once, not just one title card, 2 title cards. Absolutely my favorite part of the film. Of course, I'm just joking. No, I just think it's really funny that they put a title card in the front of this movie and then they end the film with another title card.
I mean, they did that in the cartoon.
Did they really?
I'm pretty sure.
Shot for shot.
Shot for shot, literally.
Can't miss that. Can't miss any details with this one.
I'm pretty sure it was.
So, it's been forever since I've seen the animated one. That's actually pretty funny. So, The Lion King. Let's just, right off the bat, this film is a technical wonder. If you didn't tell me that this was all CGI, I would probably 100%. You could probably tell someone that they shot this live and they just CGI'd the mouths of the animals. It is that believable. It is photorealistic.
It's amazing. I mean, there's some of the animals there where I wasn't even sure if they were CGI.
It is
like some of the little like mice and stuff that are running around.
Oh yeah.
The very first scene when they open up and there's the mouse, I was like, oh, is that real?
It's breathtaking to look at.
It is.
Absolutely. The songs are the songs that you know. It is pretty much, I feel like this movie is going to fall into, probably people fall into 2 categories. Either this is going to be the faithful, exact adaptation you want it to be, or you're going to be the person that's going to walk in and you're going to want them to take some creative liberties and give you a different take on The Lion King. And that's not this film.
No.
At all. So, for me, I'm kind of wavering in the middle. I mean, there's things that I did like about the film. Like I said, CGI spectacular. The songs are all good. It's the same exact songs that we know from the animated one. It's just with different singers. The story is great. It is The Lion King, which is an adaptation of Hamlet. So that doesn't change at all. What are some things that you liked about this film?
I mean, I think they gave Timon and Pumbaa a little bit of a flair.
Yeah, they just casted the perfect guys for those.
They really did. I mean, Timon and Pumbaa.
So good.
Once they were in the movie, I was hooked. I was like, all right, yeah, now I can roll. I wish they had been in it. I wish that middle chunk had been a little bit longer. Exactly
my thought. I was sort of like wavering on the film until Timon and Pumbaa showed up, and I was like, now I'm having fun.
They're so fun. I mean, they're fun in the film too, in the animation one too. Oh, yeah. But this is just like they give their own little flair to it, and it was like I think what was really drawn to me is that they were the only ones that gave like new jokes, new lines, and
I didn't know those new jokes. The thing is that you can feel that in the animated version of the movie, like you're on board with everything. There is a certain level of the uncanny valley with the lions in this film, which kept me from 100% jumping on board with it. So the film's probably greatest asset is also its greatest weakness. I'll get into it a little later when we get into the things that we didn't like, but that to me why the Pumbaa scene or the Pumbaa and Timon scenes were so important was because I just wasn't really gelling with it until they showed up.
I agree with that.
I will say I didn't mind the one additional song. I believe there's just one additional song they add, and it's during a montage. I don't know if that song's in the original film. I believe it's...
There's a song... Are you talking about when Simba and Nala go home?
Yeah. I believe that's
There's a song that goes in the middle of there, but I don't think it was that one. I think that one might have been new.
Which I didn't mind that. I mean, that's probably the only new thing in this film, if that is indeed new. I guess moving on from things that we liked, do you have a favorite scene?
Favorite scene?
Yeah.
When Timon and Pumbaa came in the picture.
When Timon and Pumbaa came in the picture?
The whole picture about him saying that he wanted to come home as a pet, and they had like little jokes and stuff, and they were like, but it's a lion, it grows up, it gets big. It was cute.
It was cute. I did like that scene.
And then they sing the Hakuna Matata. And
oh, yeah. Who
doesn't love that one?
That's one of the iconic songs from The Lion King.
Oh, of course.
Hakuna Matata.
So, like, when that went on, I was like, this is fun.
Yeah. I think my favorite scene is the stampede and Mufasa falls. Wait, no, that's not right. When they sing "In the Daylight," "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" In the daytime. Cute. In the daytime. Wait, no, I'm not doing this right. I'm not doing this right.
That was different.
That's not right.
That was weird.
Nope. Oh, I got it. I agree with you. Pumbaa Timon.
But it goes into the nighttime when they sing.
No.
Yes, they do. It does not. It just stays totally. No, but then he goes off with the monkey.
Yeah, at the night after the song's over. If you go watch that's one of the changes they did make, but it's kind of a silly change. I don't know why they changed that part. The original song takes place with them at night. They roll around. The whole thing takes place at night, and it makes sense. Can you feel the love tonight? But this is like, can you feel the love tonight during the daytime? It's a little weird. I guess I
didn't even think of that.
Most people aren't even going to notice it. It's just like a silly nitpick, but it's just like, oh, that's kind of weird.
No, but like now that you say that, I'm like, oh.
And then at the end of it, they do transition from "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" to "He's going to fall in love tonight." So that part does make it a little bit easier. But it is very strange when they're kind of having their inner monologue and they're singing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight?" and they're like in the middle of the daylight. It's like, oh, okay. But I agree with you. My favorite scene in this film is the Timon and Pumbaa arrival scene.
They're just so fun.
"We saved you from a whole pack, a whole flock of vultures. They were eating you alive. You're lucky. Thank us." They were a good group. That's when I actually really started to have fun with the film.
Yeah.
Because they brought a lot of character.
It took like 45 minutes to get there.
Now, let's go into the things we didn't like, because I want to get into why it was not until that point to when I really didn't start to have fun and really enjoy the film until they showed up. Mm-hmm. Because the film, its greatest strength is also, I say, its greatest weakness. It's the Achilles heel of this film, if you will. The lions don't emote in their faces, and it is very strange. And it left me disconnected. It's like, case in point. The scene after the stampede and Scar is telling Simba that he needs to run. Simba's like, you could hear like his voice is crying, but then when he looks up, his eyes look exactly the same as when he's like hunting with his dad. There is no like sadness in his face.
I mean, I felt like there was a little bit in the eyes.
I didn't feel
the eyes. You didn't feel it?
No, I heard it in the voice, but I didn't see it in the face.
I mean, the Simba as a kid was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he was really good.
All the voice acting is really good.
Were great. I mean, I think what you were saying is that there were some sequences where the animal was like being an animal. This is where like you can't tell if it's even CGI or if it could be a real animal because they'd be doing things like, he's messing with his feathers but he's still talking. Yeah. So it was kind of weird. It threw me off.
The bird kind of weirded me out. Because I think that was like the worst one because birds just, they have a way, they're very stilted. But then you have this John Oliver coming out of the bird's voice. And he's very like animated with his voice, but the bird itself is not that animated, especially in his face. The one emotion they do show is anger. Because animals do, like when they roar or they're getting like defensive or protecting themselves, they show anger in their faces. And outside of complete normalcy, they show like extreme anger. Yeah. And then it's just normal. They don't emote sadness. And that's to me why the film, there was a disconnect with the film and me as an audience member until we got Timon and Pumbaa where they really livened up the scene. And just because their characters are so lively, I finally met characters that I was able to connect with. Yeah. And even then, it felt like Timon actually kind of like emoted a little bit in his face, at least maybe a little bit more than the other animals, which allowed me to... I feel like
Pumbaa got most of that. Timon I almost didn't think as much. Yeah. Like there were some times where he was like moving in very an animalistic way, and then he was still talking in a very human way. Yeah. So it was kind of strange.
Yeah. So that's to me the film's biggest hurdle. Yeah, I think people are either going to like really love that they're so faithful to it, or people are going to be kind of put off by the fact that it's essentially a pretty paint job over the original animated film.
I didn't mind that paint job. It was kind of cool to see it come to life in that way, but also it didn't bring anything new, and that was kind of sad. I mean, like the one thing that I really kind of enjoyed about Aladdin was that there were new songs and there was a little bit of a new flair.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I liked Aladdin.
I did like Aladdin. I didn't say I didn't like Aladdin. Did I say that?
No.
Oh, but I'm saying like that's what bring Aladdin back to life was that, you know, the genie was very different and that there were different songs. So like in this, I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a different song and maybe a different flair, maybe a different, not a different ending, the same ending or a different ending with the same outcome. You know, it's just beat by beat.
Shot for shot. Scene
word
for scene.
For word.
Pretty much. It's like they just polish off the old script. Be like, all right, we got it.
Yeah.
Shoot it.
Basically what it felt like it happened.
So, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. I'm indifferent to it. Glad I saw it. Technical achievement. This will probably win the awards for all the special effects next year.
Amazing. That stuff is amazing.
All the special effects awards are going to The Lion King. I mean, they were just writing just Oscar special effects tracks while they were making this. They're like, yes, awards. Greatest looking film ever made. So, hat off to the technical team behind this film because it is absolutely fantastic to look at. But if you're going to sit me down and be like, hey, you got to watch The Jungle Book or The Lion King again, I'm taking The Jungle Book.
The live action Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like that's a nice happy medium between like having realistic looking animals and emoting faces. Where I was watching scenes from it today, I'm like, oh man, I forgot how good that Jungle Book is.
I'd have to rewatch it. I forgot.
Oh, Shere Khan. Oh, Idris Elba. The best. He's one of the reasons I'm so excited for Hobbs and Shaw, because he's so good. He's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, we're going to miss it, though.
Okay, that's it for me.
That's it for me.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood next week. I am so hyped. I'm just a little bummed that it's so long. I don't know, like watching the trailers, I don't know if that needs to be a 2-hour and 40-minute movie. But
I'm sure it'll change your mind.
I'm still hyped. It's Tarantino, Brad Pitt, DiCaprio. Okay, that's it. See you next week, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe if you like this content, because we got more coming. Good night, or goodbye. Have a good day, whenever this is. It's night for us, day for you, maybe. I don't know. See you next time.